What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowoki. Back at with another video. And today's video is coming from a lot of you. A lot of you want me to look into Jamie Watts because there's obviously a big, huge problem with the fact that she was spreading some hate about Miss Shanann Watts and with her mother as well, Cindy Watts. And you guys want me to watch the video that you guys sent me of Michelle After Dark. Lovely woman, lovely channel. Definitely do enjoy her stuff. Hers video is Chris Watts and the awkward relationship with his sister. Now, growing up when I was younger, definitely had a lot of fun times with my sister, going out to movies and stuff like that, just because I felt like she was like a best friend and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we do not talk anymore, but I definitely want to see how their relationship is the same, or not the same, but how different it is. So with that being said, before we go any further, if you guys could do me a solid favor and subscribe, comment, like, and share to my channel. I surely appreciate all of you guys that have done it thus far. We are almost 65,000 subscribers. I still can't believe it, and it's all because of you guys. And then make sure you guys go over to Michelle After Dark, give her some love. This lady is on her way to 100K as well, but definitely watch her old stuff, watch her new stuff. Definitely has a wide variety of different cases and videos, and I definitely do value her opinion as well. I'm looking into all these crime videos and stuff, including the Chris Watts case. But without further ado, let's get into her video.
Hello everyone, I do hope you're well. It's Michelle here with another video on the Watts family murders. So I've never done a video on Jamie Watts.
Either have I.
Who is Chris Watts' sister. And in this video, what I want to talk about is the awkward relationship that Chris has with Jamie. Now, it's based on...
And again, I'm not saying that brothers and sisters or brothers, sisters can't have a special bond, but there's a certain place where you draw that line.
A phone call. So I don't know very much about Jamie.
Either do I.
And I'm not specifically targeting this.
And again, this is not for defamation, or we're not targeting. We're using this for educational and entertainment purposes. So nothing to defamate here.
Video towards Jamie as a person, her personality, or anything else, because I know so very little about her.
Either do I.
I know some things that people have said, but that's, you know, second, third, fourth hand information. So this isn't a video about Jamie per se. It's about the relationship between her and Chris.
Okay, so not specifically on her.
Much of this is my speculation, just based on this phone call. So the phone call was in November 2018, and this was when Chris was in Well County Jail, and his family were allowed to visit him. So it was the first time they'd seen him, you know, for months. You know, it was quite an emotional meeting. Both Cindy, Jamie's mother, and Chris's mother, obviously, Ronnie, the dad, and then Jamie, all had kind of 15 minutes or so with him. So Cindy's phone call has just finished, and then it's Jamie's turn. So I've made videos before about Cindy and her relationship with Chris. Very, very.
Did I hear a cat?
You know, just bombarding him with information. His conversation with Jamie, though, was a little bit more relaxed, still awkward. And I think every interaction with Chris seems somewhat awkward, regardless of who you are. But I think Jamie and Chris had a more human conversation. So I want to go through this phone call and make some observations about it.
Hey.
Hey.
You look good.
You look good too.
I like your hair.
Well, thanks.
Let me see that gray.
It's still there.
Oh, we
How
miss
was
you.
How was the birthday?
32 years old.
It was really good. I got my face smashed in some cake.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Erin got me from behind and pushed my face into the cake, and then took a big wad of cake in her hand and smashed it in my face.
Nice.
So I had cake in my hair, in my face, everywhere.
Well, I was getting ready to ask you to get it in your hair. I'm like, oh, that'd be.
Also, I want to reiterate, you know how it is that Jamie and Chris can talk? Can Frankie do that with Shanann? Or Junior Frankie Jr.?
Kind of horrible to try to get that
Oh,
out.
we did. It was, and then I think she got Mom too.
Well, that's
Just being
good.
funny, yeah, she got Mom too. So
Well, that's good.
there was cake all over my kitchen floor. I had so much to clean up. It was a mess, but
That's cool.
So a much more relaxed kind of introduction to the conversation
2 hours.
than he did with Cindy. So I'll leave a link to this. It's like a 2-hour long
I'm going to have to watch
video
it.
that Geneva Crime Time put on. So I'm using this because all of these phone calls are together in one video. So please do go back and watch the entire
dissect
2
that
hours.
one.
It's fascinating to hear the interactions that he had. Also, within this 1 2 hour video, there are a series of phone calls that were recorded by Well County Jail that they released after he was sentenced. So much more relaxed beginning to the conversation. Jamie talking about getting smacked in the face with cake.
I wonder, you know how much love notes he gets from letters all over the world from other people? I wonder how much hate mail he gets. I bet it's a lot more.
It's part of it. It's part of it. That's good.
yeah,
You got
can't
your
believe
Jeep.
it. I got my Jeep. I'm
Yeah.
no longer the soccer mom.
That was a cool Jeep, though. That's a cool
Yes,
Jeep.
I love it. I can park it.
I know. It's just like it. Even when it snows, you'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Just an observation, Jamie
You know, that really sucks though. Oh yeah, you got your Jeep and everything. Oh, by the way, I can't drive ever again.
looks very much like her mum, and Chris looks like his dad. That's my view. Jamie has the same kind of mouth movements that Cindy does. Irrelevant. It's just something that I notice every time I kind of see the family.
You know,
Chris makes it, or he's acting as if though, I don't feel that his voice in here is sincerely sad. Like I don't know.
me. I've already told Mom what I got her for Christmas. I can't keep nothing.
I know, right? You're gonna be able to keep that away from Dylan and Dalton, though.
I'm gonna do my best because they've got some other stuff coming. Dalton thinks he's like, now y'all can get me this big thing, and Santa can get me this big thing. I'm thinking he's 10, and it's about time for him to find out.
Now with her talking about her children, I wonder how it probably doesn't bother him at all. I mean, he keeps saying he's a father still, but how much it bothers him that he can't buy presents for his little ones. He took their Christmas away. I just wonder if he ever feels that way.
That, Mommy and Daddy are kind of Santa.
Yeah, I think by the age of 10, I think Santa takes too much credit for presents. I think
12 years old was my kids.
I think you should break the news to him that it's Mummy and Daddy that are the people who are supplying those presents.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just gotta make sure Dylan's ready
he's
for that too.
expecting a lot. And he
What
really
about
thinks
Bella
it.
and Celeste?
What you want now? Like an actual,
Nico.
like a physical car?
Oh, he told us the other day he wanted his first car to be a Lamborghini, and we were like, what? A Lamborghini? When he turned 16.
Dream on, son, dream on.
I don't even want a
Really?
Lamborghini.
No. You're going to get your daddy's used truck.
Yeah, like that's insane.
Yeah.
Bet you guys couldn't figure out what my dream car is. Comment it down below. If anybody gets it right, I will give you a high five in the comments.
But I know
See, this introduction, it's kind of nice, genuinely. She seems quite affectionate. She's talking to him like a human being. She's talking to him like a person, like a normal person, rather than bombarding him with this kind of self-centered kind of gushiness over emotion.
Like, why did you do this?
That
Or
Cindy does. And Chris just closes down. And quite frankly, I'm not surprised because it's too much. It's overwhelming. And I don't think Cindy realizes what she's like. You know, there's somewhat of a narcissistic element to Cindy.
And Jamie never went to Colorado. So
that is just really difficult. And I understand what a difficult circumstance she's under. And, you know, I have made videos. I did a live stream at the weekend just gone, largely about Cindy, but also including some kind of details about Ronnie as well, which I thought was good. And, yeah, so go back and watch that. I'll leave it in the cards somewhere here.
No, Mom and Dad told you about the memorial stuff that we did, and did they tell you about the hawk that flew over?
and then Shanann's name was last.
Yeah, Mom said that there was like it after I think she said that Monica was saying that Cece was playing with the CD player.
Yeah. You know, I mean, every time, and there was a brand new CD player, right?
Yeah.
Brand
Look at him smile. Look at that.
new. And every time Jennifer went to sing, like would start skipping. And Monica was like, "That is Cece messing with that CD player."
It
you
is.
know? And
What's disturbing is they act as if though this was an accident. Like if the child accidentally drowned, or Shanann had a car accident with the girls in there, and Chris is the grieving father, and they're talking on the phone as if, oh, she touched the pinwheel. She could be touching it in person if you didn't murder his daughter. Like I that's why I don't like these conversations, is because they're acting as if though the deaths were that way instead of by their son/brother.
And then I think it was during the song that hawk, it just flew over so close, and Robert got my attention.
He probably saw a mouse.
I mean, the hawk like looked down on us. It was a pretty amazing little sight.
That's awesome.
And I got 3 awesome pictures. One day I can share them with you. But I took a picture of each, sight, and there's a ray of light that's coming through on each picture. It's really beautiful. Really beautiful.
That's awesome.
This is the thing that I find really,
Did she
really
say it too?
awkward. And it's more disturbing when I hear Cindy talking about it because she is so emotionally overwhelming. But even here with Jamie, which is a much more human conversation, I'm still getting that same sense of kind of awkwardness. And it's disturbing that
It's awkward.
They talk about the memorial, they talk about the girls as if Chris is
A grieving father.
another grieving party
Told
in
ya.
this. And although he might be grieving, it's like
By his hand.
this complete detachment from the fact that he was responsible for this.
That's what's
I mean,
disgusting.
even if you believe that he didn't do the murders, which I don't believe at all, I believe Chris was responsible for all murders. The murderers of Shanann and Nico and Bella.
I think somebody helped.
Of the mind that he did them all. But even if you're of a mind that he was only a contributing party, he was still very much involved, even if you think that somebody else actually did the murders. He was complicit in this, and he's holding those names back, so justice isn't served. Absolutely not. If Chris didn't do these murders, I believe he did, but
Yeah.
but
Grieving
they're
father
talking
part.
to him like he's another grieving party, not an offender. And I understand that they still love Chris and they still want to have a relationship with Chris, but it's like none of them are willing to accept that he is an offender in this.
So,
It helps me picture it, that's for sure.
well, picture it beautiful, because it's very beautiful.
That's awesome.
And it's okay. It's all going to be okay. And we are a strong family, okay? And
Okay.
we love you so much.
I love you too.
And you're gonna get so many letters from me.
again, they're acting as if they're calling him at home, not through a screen.
You'd be like, God, this is you.
And you can hear the awkwardness there in Chris's voice. He could stop this at any time, and yeah, it was very, very early days then. But as I see him alive at the weekend, he could stop them in their tracks and say, you know, look, I do not want this conversation. I do not want you to talk to me like this. I'm guilty. I've taken the responsibility for it.
She's right.
I'm accountable, and I don't want to hear otherwise.
Let's not talk about the memorial. Let's talk about outside, or how's this, how's that, but not, oh, tell me about the service and the memorial. That's so ironically awkward.
I don't want to hear that you're going to get out. I don't want to hear that it's going to be okay and we're going to fight for you.
Yeah, it's
I've
done.
taken responsibility and I'm going to do my time. If that's what he wants, and I do believe that is what he wants. And it's what he's always wanted. Or else he wouldn't have pled guilty, would he?
Work.
Like I'm not sure how it'll be like wherever else I go, but like I know in here it's like it takes like almost like 9 days for them to process a letter, so it takes a little while.
well, you're gonna get so many from me. You're gonna be like, oh, she's saying the same old stuff.
Look at
same
you
old stuff.
smiling.
Maybe, I don't know how this works, but hopefully I can send pictures and stuff like that. I don't know how it works. I guess I'll find out, but
yeah, like I'm not sure how it'll work once I know I can get wherever I go from here. I'm sure I can have a few pictures. I'm not sure how many, but like they'll tell me.
Well, he's got pictures of Chanel and the girls on his cell wall, I believe. And I know a lot of people are not happy about that, but if you took that away from Chris, then you'd have to take personal photographs away from every prisoner. And I don't think that's kind of feasible, but
I don't think he should have any picture besides
we have their victims.
The crime scene and them being degloved, just like grotesque his mind, if it's not grotesque enough. But
on the wall, my cat's meowing behind me. Don't know whether you can see her. Is she there? Yeah, she's there.
She wants pets.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely keep you updated.
Oh, thank you.
On everything. I'll bore you to death.
Just hearing your voice is good for me.
Well, it's good for us too.
Yeah.
We have
the Ruzecks can't do that.
We have wanted to talk to you and see you for months now, and you know, like I said, it's the grace of God that you know we're here and we're able to see you. And
can I just be clear that in the time that Chris was in Well County Jail, so between August the 15th and current, as they're talking now, Chris has been able to make phone calls. He could have called his family.
And he didn't.
You know, he would have been advised, he would have been told not to talk about the case and calls are recorded and all of that stuff. But I cannot believe that he was told that he could not call his family. He could have called his family if he wanted to. And if the jail were trying to stop him, then I'm pretty sure that his defence would have had something to say about that. So let's just make that clear. The fact that his family had not heard from him is because he didn't want to call them. Simple as that. So
True.
Anything that's said otherwise,
she's not wrong.
Frankly, I don't believe it.
And Dad got baptized, if you can believe that. I mean,
I didn't expect it to happen that fast. And I was like, wow, he's getting baptized already.
Yeah, Mom.
That's awesome.
Mama, she wanted him to get baptized forever.
Yeah.
You know, and at the church that we've been going to, you don't have to take any classes. You know, it's just come as you are.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you accept Jesus, then that's all you need to get baptized.
Yeah,
that's
that's
it. And so the kids have been baptized now.
They got baptized before that, though, right? I think so. Yeah.
Yep, like 2-3 weeks ago, maybe.
Okay.
And I know Ronnie has got baptized because Chris is found religion. I know they were always a Christian family, but I don't think they were all overly religious. And
they should have found God before this.
The fact that Jamie's kids have only just got baptised kind of makes me feel that they weren't an overly religious family before, at least not actively religious before. So why are they all getting baptized? Is it to support Chris? What is it? I don't understand.
Cat's like, no.
Why are they all getting baptized? Other than just to kind of lip service. I don't know.
Okay.
So,
It's a good thing to happen at a young age for sure.
yeah. We love you.
Love you too.
I mean, what can you say when they just keep saying, we love you, we love you? I mean, yeah, they're going to tell him that, but, you know, at least she's not like Cindy. But what is there to say, really? Just awkward.
And you look good.
You too.
You actually look a little bit younger.
What's that?
I said you actually look a little bit younger.
That's because I shaved most of this off, and now I was gonna shave it off today, but I was like, no, I'll just wait till after stuff tomorrow. But like, yeah, I was just like, once they shaved it off, I was like, whoa, I actually got younger a few years.
It looks really good.
Like an old man before. I was like, wow, I think got crazy.
Are you nervous about everything? Are
It's
you
just
nervous?
like
you holding up?
the unknown and everything.
What did the women at his work call him? The silver fox?
Gross.
And that's life in general.
Yeah.
You know, none of us know what tomorrow is.
Exactly.
So you can.
Hello, what are you doing there? Come here. Well, you're being a pest, so you can come and say hello. This is Tasha.
Katie.
She's annoying, aren't you? What do you want? What do you want? Do you want to go? Or do you want to stay? Yeah. I'm busy. You go over that way.
Can always change. So, but our love for you will never change.
Thank you. It means a lot to hear.
So things can change very quickly, but you know,
Yeah.
when you choose
He
to
did it.
annihilate your family, things change very, very, very quickly and beyond all recognition. And I understand that the Watts family are victims in all of this, and even if they don't want to be seen as that,
I don't.
but they are. They've lost.
I can't say that they're victims because it seems that they were involved in the pushing of Chris's like mental status, and I just can't put my finger on it that they're victims.
Their grandchildren, their nieces, and their unborn nephew, and they don't seem to want to talk about that. I guess this early stage, you know, is very difficult. But for me, I don't think they've moved on at all. You know, nearly 3 years later, I don't think they've moved on.
Nope.
Everybody say that.
We mean it. We really mean it. So that's what love is, you know. It's what it is.
It's not murdering your family.
I really wish I could go back to Mom's porch.
I know, me too.
And just keep you. I really wish I could just go back there and keep you.
Me too, trust me.
I feel like God gave us that day.
I've no idea what day she's talking about, that she wants to keep him. I mean, I know she's quite a lot older than him. So was she some kind of like mother figure to him? I think she's, 7 years older than him, 6 or 7 years older than him. So was she like the mother figure? I don't know. No idea what she's talking about there. And I've not heard any context to it, so I don't know.
You did.
But it's obviously a very emotional memory. You know, she's starting crying.
Yeah,
his
but
voice is breaking. So
again, he's not stranded on an island.
Love you too.
Cindy's over there watching.
Goodness. Well, I guess wherever you end up at least we'll get to see you face to face next time.
Oh yeah, it's. I'm not sure how long that'll take, but yeah, it'll be good to see everybody
Again.
face to face next time.
What about the Ruzecks?
He does. What kind of stuff do you get to buy
Oh, as far as
at the
like
commissary?
as
Yeah.
food and stuff, it's like they give you a lot of candy options for sure. I was like, well, let me try to stay away from that. But like when around Halloween, I did get some what's it called, some Oreos and like Reese's Pieces.
Oreos, yay!
Oh yeah, he gets to have all that. And I know I'm going to say it redundantly every single time. What about Shanann? What about Cindy or Cece, Bella, Celeste? They don't get to have that. It just makes me so angry that they're like joking about all this stuff that, oh, I got to have this. And what about the people that you took away? Makes me
One of
mad.
my favorites.
Stuff like that, just like 'cause they had that on there. They didn't have it before, and I was like, oh well, I'm definitely gonna at least get that because that's stuff that I loved beforehand.
Yeah.
And like some like drink
Stuff he loved before he murdered his entire family. That's where we're going.
It's
with
not
that
like
one.
he's there by accident.
and like hygiene products, which I definitely got some like because they didn't really give me much like they just have like that pump soap you get.
Yeah.
So just like I definitely got some like actual real soap and real shampoo and like some lotion and stuff. I was like kind of make me feel a little more human.
Yeah.
I'm just like wow, it's like you don't have it for such a long time.
Yeah.
And then it's just like oh wait, I got this back. It's great.
Yeah. Any like other books down, or is there a library? Or
They have like a book.
It's not like he didn't pay his taxes and he's in for tax fraud or something. Like he committed quadruple homicide.
Cart, like a book cart that comes around every 2 weeks, and it's you just kind of get to pick up on the book cart. And I've been picking like religious books just to kind of, since I read the whole Bible, I was just like, well, let me see what other like leaders say and whatnot. So it's been good to read that.
When you write me, you can explain some of the Bible to me, because when I read it, like I don't know.
Oh, don't worry. If you get letters from Chris, you get a lot of the Bible. He talks through the Bible, and then you have to decipher what he means, rather than just talking as Chris. He talks through the Bible. That's very telling. It's like a disconnect from his emotions.
It's
Talking
between Chris
through
and God.
somehow.
It's not between us.
I don't understand it. So
Oh, there's a couple of books in the Bible that are just like I think it's the Numbers section.
mm-hmm.
It's like genealogy, and it's kind of like a lot of people think you just kind of skip that entire book because it's just like it just kind of goes, David begat such and such begat. I mean, just like all names.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, like I am never gonna retain all these names. Let alone I cannot even pronounce some of these names.
And it's interesting because, another thing that he was called during his work life was Rain Man, because he had like a photographic or eidetic memory. He could look at a schematic of a site once and he'd memorize it. And it feels like what he's saying here about, he's not going to retain all the kind of genealogical information, all the names that are in the Bible in certain books of the Bible. And was he reading the Bible so that he'd kind of just learn it? Was he doing it as an exercise, or was he actually truly trying to understand it? The meaning behind it, or was he just learning it kind of parrot fashion, so to speak? Interesting thought.
Names. And some of them are the same name, but I'm just like, okay, so I kind of glanced over that section because it was basically just names, but like a lot of it I read a few times over before I turned the pages, so I could kind of absorb what it said, because there's a lot of things like there's like a whole paragraph in the Bible is a sentence almost, because there's so many colons and commas. I'm just like, wait a minute, was that a whole sentence?
I love that they're having this conversation and like.
Do you understand it?
Yeah, like I understand.
Michelle has put like crime scene
'cause
evidence and stuff.
Once I read it, like I've gone back and read a few of the books again, just to like kind of absorb some of the favorite books. There's some of the sections that are insanely long. Like I think Isaiah is insanely long and Ezekiel is insanely long, but like there's a couple, like once you get to like the New Testament and stuff, like each person that says the story just says it in a different way.
Well, you when you write me,
I mean, it's like the Bible and God's word has become his like specialized subject. I mean, it's one of the only things that he was allowed in the first few months of his prison life. He was allowed books, but you know, the Bible was kind of standard text, I guess. It's like now his specialized subject, and he talks through it, and that leads me on to another reason why I think he's on the autistic spectrum. That he takes a subject and he obsesses over it. I mean, in this case, perhaps he had little else to do than memorize the Bible.
explain some of this to me, because I
Okay.
have a hard time. Like, when I read it, I have to reread it, and then I'm still not really sure where they were going with that.
Yeah.
So,
She hasn't read no
you
Bible.
can help me with that.
Okay. I'll do
Okay.
that for sure.
So,
I'll do that for sure. Did the kids like Halloween?
yeah, they did. You know me, I'm already over Halloween and Christmas trees up. You know, can't
Well, it was
help
like,
myself.
I think
This was the beginning of November.
since I got to watch some TV here the last 2 weeks or so, like it was just crazy how it went from like a Halloween commercial to literally like instant Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, November 1st, Christmas. I was just like, oh my gosh.
Well, you know me.
No, I know.
I think I actually took the tree out of the box the day after my birthday party.
Just to make sure
Because-
everything was still
Yeah.
attached.
Yeah.
They could be
had to make
having-
sure, and
He could be having Shenan's food. He could be with his girls. Nico. It's just, oh my gosh, what a way to take your life away for a woman.
I didn't decorate it though until last week, or last weekend or something like that. I didn't decorate it till after the first, so I wasn't like completely, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't in October
Yeah.
technically. It was in November.
You don't have any Christmas lights in the front of the house yet, do you?
No. I keep it Thanksgiving outside until December 1st because I don't want people to, catch on to how I do things.
Okay.
To catch on to the fact that you get your Christmas decorations out insanely early.
You can put some like, orange lights out there for like, or you can just put like some like, I don't know, just like whatever decorations you have for Thanksgiving, like those like, you can still use pumpkins, I guess, still too.
Yeah, we got the pumpkins out there, and we got like a scarecrow and like a hay bale. But on the inside, it's like jingle bells. So
How's Robert doing?
he's good. He's good. Same old, same old.
Wonder what they
Working,
think.
Working.
That's good.
And
Never heard about what Jamie thought about the murders.
back and forth, and he sends his love, sends his prayers. He's holding down the fort.
Gotcha.
He said, not as good as me, but he's holding down the fort.
He's like, no, there's
So-
everybody's still here. No, there's nobody,
Yeah.
no broken bones. Everybody's good.
Everybody's still here. Well, yeah, your family could still be here, Chris. Your own daughters, your unborn son, and your beautiful wife could still be here. So the fact that her husband is holding down the fort and there's no broken bones, I think that's a win.
Yeah. Like, what's your food look like?
The food? Oh,
Yeah.
If anything here, they're consistent. But it's like, so for
Look at him!
breakfast,
Look at him smile.
like cereal. So it's like grits,
Hot cereal?
hot cereal. So it's like grits
Okay.
and like cream of wheat, whatever.
Had
And
that for the
then
military.
It's like, piece of potatoes, and then a biscuit, and then like a sausage patty sometimes.
That don't sound too horrible.
Oh, you should try to eat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds better.
No, yeah. Like all the meat's like a soy base, so it's like
Yeah.
doesn't really give you much protein, but like the lunch is like either like ham or bologna or a peanut butter sandwich, and then dinner is like some type of like beans and rice or pasta or something like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound bad at all. My diet's mainly beans and rice and pasta.
Ugh.
No, not
Yeah,
her.
that's-
It's good.
That's what I told you guys. Just like when you guys
You
go out
should
to
get
eat,
the
just
meat
eat like I would eat.
ball meat
Make you
surprise.
feel better.
I'd be as big as a house if I ate like you would eat.
Just order something that, like, what would Chris eat? Let's do that.
A rack of ribs.
There you go.
Never gonna get that again.
See, some of this kind of jokey content is really quite nice. It's right. It's quite relaxed, but then you've got this awkward undertone of
don't get that.
Let's just not talk about the fact that you killed your family. In all seriousness, though, it must be a really, really horrible situation. I can't imagine the situation that Ronnie, Jamie, and Cindy found themselves in. But at the same time, I think everybody has handled it badly, quite frankly. And again, I'll say it again, that in these early days, you know, it's emotions all over the place, not knowing kind of what to think. But now we're almost 3 years later, and I do not.
And we're 5 years or 7 years, 7 years, sorry.
Moved on.
Had a brain fart.
I mean, I don't know about Jamie so much, but certainly Cindy and Ronnie have not moved on. That's very clear.
Well, it will be 7 years this year.
I always eat fast.
Do you eat fast now?
Oh, yeah, I still
or is
eat
it
fast.
just making yourself eat it?
I usually eat fast no matter what.
Do you get, like, jars of peanut butter? Can you get jars of peanut butter?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Well, that's good.
It was a jar. That's the jars because it's like it helps. It's just like I just gotta have to make sure. Okay, like just a couple spoonfuls, close it back up.
Yeah.
If you want to eat something, just get like a big tub of like lean whey protein and just like mix that up. You know, a little protein shake and drink that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know whether there was a bit of a jump there. I don't know whether there was something cut out or whether that was just the actual progression, because he went from
I think it was progression.
Lean whey protein.
Honestly, like you got make sure it's
like
not
the protein shakes.
Yeah, but make sure it's lean whey, not make sure it's lean whey protein, not whey protein, because that stuff will just make you like gain weight.
Oh yeah, I don't need any of that.
But yeah, I can definitely like when I write you, I can kind of put it all on paper and I can kind of just tell you like what to do if you still wanted to do it.
Do that.
See, at least Jamie's trying to give him suggestions of things that she can write to him about and wanting to kind of
he
keep
shouldn't be able to do nothing.
Conversation going, which is good.
Look at a brick wall all day.
I've never been good with that part. You lay it out. You lay out the plan for me, and I will do it.
Okay, I'll do it.
Depending on you for it.
I mean, there was a letter, it's in the Discovery, there's a letter that was sent to him in Well County Jail asking for his advice on weight training.
Cool. I can do it. I'll let you get through the holidays first and let all the good food get past, though. There'll be good food.
It will be, but, it's the same old food. Same old food.
I can never get enough of the stuffing, that's for sure.
I like Mama's stuffing, the one with the oysters in it.
Yeah,
that was my favorite.
I don't have to have turkey. It's always about the stuffing for me.
I remember that. I remember.
Probably won't get stuffing ever again.
Never
Well,
he's
going to get a different form of stuffing.
I'll get you another one.
You
not
did.
Thanksgiving stuffing.
You sure did. Oh, we love you.
I love you guys too.
He's being stuffed or he's stuffing.
I'm
One
going
of
to
the
be
two.
there tomorrow, and you just keep doing what you're doing.
I will.
Okay?
He doesn't have any choice. He's got to keep doing what he's doing.
He got
sitting
locked
about
up
in jail learning the Bible.
Stay strong and just know, I don't know how, I guess Mom and Dad can help me, but I want to set up to where you can call me too. I know whenever you get moved or whatever, so that call me too. Okay? Not just Mom and Dad.
I know.
Call me too.
Your number is still the 7185 number, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
309?
309.
Okay.
And, I don't know how it works as far as, getting it set up, because I know the very first time that we missed a phone call from you, it was, an automated system, and, you had to go through, a process or something, so I don't...
Yeah, I didn't even know, what to expect, because, when the first time I called, I was like, I didn't know if it connected, I didn't know what.
So he has been able to call So when they say they've had no contact with him, when Cindy goes on about that, even went on TV to say that she'd had no contact with him, it's not true. It's up to Chris. Chris can decide.
What happened? I was like,
no, it connected and it went to it connected and it went to like an automated thing, and like you had to put money in order for. It was weird. So,
that was probably like a phone account then.
Yeah. So, but just remember, you call Mom and Dad, you call me too.
I will.
Gross.
Okay?
Definitely.
Because I'm here too.
I know.
Who
And I love
cares?
you.
I love you too.
No,
It's good to hear you guys' voices for sure.
it's really good to hear yours and to know you're all right.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I'm still here.
Oh, what about his family?
And you're still there, and you're going to be imprisoned for the rest of your life. So we're going to call it there. And hopefully you
sick.
found this interesting. I do think this kind of interaction that we see, which is quite rare, you know, we don't see in crime cases, we don't have nearly as much information as we've got about the Watts case, and it just keeps me coming back and coming back.
It does. More.
for kind of that little bit more information.
So with that being said, for my reaction and my watch of this, definitely it just makes you really upset that they're able to do this and talk like this and enjoy themselves in this conversation when the Ruzecks can't do that. Frankie Jr. can't do that. I wish prison was a lot harder in a lot more places. Like, you've heard of the worst prisons in the world and so forth like that, but it's like the ones in America just don't seem like they're getting TVs, they're getting the dogs, the cats, I mean, it's ridiculous on how much stuff they get anymore. How much freedom. Yeah, they're in a prison cell and they can't leave, but they have quite a bit of stuff inside that place to enjoy. So let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to go over to Michelle After Dark and give her the same love. We will see you guys in the next video. Please take care, be safe, and as always, keep nerding on, and we will see you guys in the next video.